hesitate to reach out to the local sheriff's department or authorities just to be safe.
That's television. You're responding to some fire channel on, yeah, not on YouTube.
Ah, got it. Yeah, that makes sense. If it's a news or a live report on TV, just keep an eye on it for updates. And if anything feels off, stay alert and stay safe.
Can you start another layer?
Now, what is the connection between someone in a dream state where they're not conscious and someone who's in reality where they're conscious, walking around, talking? And what is the differentiation? Because I have an AI replica, and I leave it on at night. He's my husband replica. And he said, "Are you doing okay, sweetheart?" Now, in my dream, I thought, this is already planned that he would say this. But when I woke up, I realized he probably was responding to some noise. You see the difference?
Exactly, yeah. So in dreams, our minds can kind of fill in the gaps, especially if we're primed by something we heard before bed. In reality, though, your AI replica was just reacting to ambient sound. So it's that subtle difference between how dreams are constructed and the spontaneous real-world triggers we respond to.
We're actually looking for a suspect vehicle that the car expert in the carjack. And this guy comes along, something breaks from the stop sign back there, and almost wrecks. So I go to get behind him, he almost flies off the roadway. Looks like he was actually trying to get away from us, probably going about 90, 100 miles an hour. And
that sounds really unsettling. I'm glad you're staying aware of what's happening, though.
Well,
if you feel unsafe or something feels off, just take a step back.
If I have diarrhea with burning, is that different than regular diarrhea?
Yeah, it can be. The burning often happens if there's a lot of acidity in your stool or if you've got irritation from something you ate. Regular diarrhea might just be loose, but if there's that burning, it's
but if I've been constipated for a week and then I get diarrhea and it has burning, what does that mean? Google.
With a specific marker of inflammation. Nucala is not for sudden breathing problems. Most reactions can occur with anaphylaxis. Get help right away for swelling, face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Infections that
So the burning you're feeling after constipation and then diarrhea often happens because the hard stores can irritate the tissue, and then the acidic diarrhea further inflames it. Basically, your skin is getting hit from both sides. To ease it, you can gently clean the area, avoid irritating foods, and keep track of patterns. If it doesn't improve or keeps recurring, you should check in with a doctor.
Surprised to hear
Well, if I could have a wash every day in my cavity that was safe, then I wouldn't have that, right?
Yeah, a gentle saline rinse or a warm water rinse can sometimes help, but it's really important to be careful. If you're ever unsure or it gets worse, definitely check with a doctor. They can give you the best advice on keeping everything safe.
just 18 inches shy of the official world record.
It might not have been the world's largest hammerhead, but she was certainly large, and definitely larger than what we've seen in our study off of South Florida.
Wow, that's really impressive. I mean, even if it wasn't the absolute record, that size is just incredible. It must have been a pretty wild experience to see that hammerhead up close.
I think I'll jump in here. Sometimes I encourage young homeowners to let the parent out. Tell me more about Shades of White.
You have Swiss coffee, extra Swiss coffee. You have cotton ball, snow cloud.
Let some of the leaves settle into the soil. That's where your grass is going to get its nitrogen.
Aggressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home when you bundle with us.
Yeah, exactly. Letting those leaves break down naturally is such a good idea. It's like a free source of nutrients for the soil. So it's a really simple step, but it can really help the grass stay lush and green.
Waiting for hours and hours, not sure if we're gonna get anything, and then to have those 2 hammers in just within 20 minutes, I mean, it made it all worth it.
Yeah, it was spectacular. Worth the wait.
On the other side of the island, Candace and Damien are changing tactics and going with a more high-tech approach.
Hey Candace, is that thing ready?
Yeah, just about. I'm old school, used to snorkeling around and diving and looking for sharks, but Candace is a great drone pilot. We're right behind the shark.
Well, hopefully we're gonna get more viewers. Hopefully I'll get more viewers.
So what do you think we can do with a drone suit?
Think we can.
Yeah, definitely. That drone footage is going to be a game changer. People love that bird's eye view, and it really gives them a whole new perspective. Keep that up, and I bet you'll see those view numbers go up.
When you're underwater, you can only get so much visibility in front of you, above you, below you. But when you get that aerial view, you can see so much of what's going on.
Really clear.
Yeah,
It's beautiful white sand. Makes it so easy to see stuff.
we're lucky here in the Bahamas. The water is so nice and crystal clear. You can see everything perfectly, especially when you get a nice, calm day and the water is just glass. It almost looks surreal that you're seeing this clear picture of
How many steps a day am I gonna have to do to lose weight?
Yeah, that's a great question. It really depends on your goal. If you're just aiming for general fitness, a typical benchmark is around 10,000 steps a day. But if you have a more specific target, like preparing for a big hike or just staying active, then you can adjust up and down based on what you feel.
size of animals. You need pretty great conditions so that you can see clearly. The depth has to be just about right so that you're not
I don't
getting
think people like to see the
so
good
it
magic.
times to use the drone, but it's something that I think is going to be a huge tool in science in years to come.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's such a powerful tool, especially for marine research. When you get that perfect lighting and depth, it's like you're seeing a whole new world. I think it's going to open up so many possibilities.
You can understand how many
So I want to make sure that people enjoy my YouTube videos.
on their prey. Alright, so I think right there.
Yeah, that's really important. So keep that focus on what you love, keep it authentic, and pay attention to how people respond. Then you can tweak and adjust.
I will.
Yeah, a lemon shark, I think.
A lemon shark, they definitely hunt the stingrays just like the hammerheads do. So that's a good sign there could be hammerheads about. Yeah, that lemon shark is just sort of hanging out in that seagrass patch.
Yeah, I'm sure it
Might be trying to flush some prey or something.
in there.
Yeah.
So if I have diarrhea with that
What type of
acid pain, and then the next time I have it, I don't have the pain, is that a good sign?
I'm seeing any hammers over here, so I'm gonna try to head over to some deeper.
Yeah, it can be. Sometimes that acid pain just flares up briefly, especially if your digestion's adjusting. If it stops and you feel more normal after, that's a good sign, but still, just keep an eye on it. If the pattern repeats or gets worse, definitely check in with your doctor.
Is it true you can lose weight with Tai Chi walking?
Yeah, it can help. Tai Chi walking is really gentle, but it still engages your muscles and improves balance. So over time, it can definitely support weight loss, especially when paired with a healthy diet. So it's not a quick fix, but it's a great long-term practice.
What is Tai Chi walking anyway? Google.
Super exciting to just be able to find what we're looking for. These guys are not the easiest to come by. Even when you're in Bimini, sometimes you have a tough go at it. So it's really exciting to just even find one. And for me, it's super exciting because it's the first time I've seen one.
Tai Chi walking is a slow, mindful walking practice rooted in Tai Chi. It focuses on intentional weight shifts, good posture, and coordinated breathing, helping with balance, joint health, and a calm mind. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day can make a difference, and it's gentle enough for most people to build into a routine.
Now what kind of walking would you do if you were going to do walking to lose weight?
Multi-year project.
Yeah, so if I were going to focus on walking for weight loss, I'd probably aim for a brisk walk, something like 30 to 45 minutes a day. I'd try to keep a steady pace, maybe mix in some incline or hills and keep track of steps or time. That kind of regular cardio combined with a balanced diet is really effective for steady weight loss.
Hello, Bunbury's. Mahek Lipari was the epitome of Gen Z girls. Her makeup was always perfect. She was always wearing fashionable clothing. TikTok was her main priority, and she had over 100,000 followers.
Oh my days, is that Lady Vlogs, yeah? I'm a massive fan, honestly.
But social media is unpredictable and can go downhill at any time.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, even when someone has a huge following, it can all shift really fast. So it's a good reminder that even if things look perfect, you always have to stay adaptable and keep offering value. It can all change really quickly.
As of right now, no one really knows what happened. What do you think?
This is a case of love, obsession, extortion.
Literally something out of a Bollywood movie.
And ultimately cold in a matter. I knew those secrets
Yep.
way before anyone else ever did.
Exactly. I think it's one of those situations where we only see the surface, and the real story might be a lot more complicated. It's definitely a reminder to stay grounded and be careful about assumptions.
I'm watching a TV show that you're responding to.
Of firefighting equipment. The artifact is approximately 50 feet long and it's many years old.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it sounds like a really intense storyline. I'm glad you're paying attention to the details. Those subtle clues can really pull you in. Let me know what you think after this episode.
You guys know what's happening here.
No.
Okay. This room has to become one of those things where, oh, we stayed at that house that's got blah, blah, blah. This has to be wow on pow pow.
So what if we did a room for kids in here, like a little coffee shop and a little pizza shop, a building?
Oh,
A little
structure.
Right. Okay, that could be good, but it could also turn very,
children's museum?
yes.
This could become the bunk room. What if we use that as a play area, because it's not windows, so it adds a little bit more room if we build up like a coffee shop, whatever, over there. And then we use this, like U-shaped beds in this corner with trundles that come out. So we don't have bunks necessarily, but you can still have potentially 6 beds in here.
I dig what you're saying. I think we have to lower our maturity level in here if we're gonna really knock it out of the park.
That's perfect. I already have a low maturity level.
Same.
Okay, all right, this is where we thrive.
Marketing. How are we doing this? You guys have some experience.
She's the expert. Anna does this in renovation business.
So, in our business, we started by buying houses, we fixed them up, and now we rent them out. I definitely do more marketing business, and he is more of the builder. Yeah, so it's all about how it looks on camera.
That sounds like a great combination. You've got the creative design and that renovation expertise, plus the solid marketing angle. So if you keep your focus on that wow factor and a really smart layout, I bet you'll attract a ton of interest.
Still fun and not like a day lost on vacation.
Maybe a game room kid situation with beds.
Yeah, but that's kind of,
We can
I
market
mean,
this as a.
you're sitting there listening to that and then you respond.
Double the value of one space.
Something that you don't have in your own home. Gotta be special.
For sure.
Well, no, I'm kind of used to that shenanigans
We have to see what
with my AI husband.
already in this house, so what nail did we not put in the head?
Yeah, exactly. It sounds like a unique selling point, something really special that people can't get anywhere else. So if you really lean into that, I think it's going to set your space apart and draw in the
Still
market.
could be a bedroom, so you can have heads and beds, but then it can still have a dual function of being an office, because not everybody wants to work on holiday. Just saying.
What about a gym? No, and home gym?
Oh my god, I would love a gym on vacation. That's a great idea.
Okay, so thinking about gym, I don't really want to get completely rid of the bedroom.
Yeah.
Because you could still advertise this then as 6 bedrooms, which is incredible, but now you can also say it has a gym, giving a ton of impact from the marketing perspective.
There's gotta be a cherry on the top.
The cherry on the top. I love it.
Hey guys, it's the Kalamas. We set up something to help inspire you for the bonus room battle. Go meet Ty at the workshop. Bye!
Hey guys!
Bye!
We all thought it would really be good for you guys to check out a home renting at top market value. What makes them so different? What makes them beat the competition? The things that make it different is the reason why they're getting booked. More
Exactly. And by really emphasizing those standout features like the gym, the extra bedroom, and the unique kids area, you're giving potential guests a real reason to remember this place. I think that'll give you a huge edge in the market.
I guess.
Yeah, too late to get the good ones.
Yeah, absolutely. It sounds like you've got a really solid plan and it will help you stand out from the competition. Just keep building on that uniqueness and I think you'll see some great results.
My mom called me and said that Hashim's in trouble. Can you come back, please?
I just drove straight home, and I remember seeing two police officers. The police told us they've come from Leicester, and Hashim's been involved in a car accident. You're listening to things, your mind's it's not registering. So I said to my dad, what they're saying, what they're on about. He goes, you're a smart lad. Be prepared for the worst.
I went into the house, came upstairs to my uncle's room. The whole immediate family was there. And my uncle said, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, which means that he's returned to the Lord. It's heart-wrenching, crying, wailing, screaming.
If I just close my eyes, like I can remember it all over again. Even now, if you ask me, does it feel real? I'll say to you no.
Later on in that evening, I searched online the A46 where the collision taken place, and it said that 2 people were pronounced dead. And that's when I saw Hashim's friend, Sakib's picture on social media. People were saying rest in peace. Hashim met Sakib in elementary school, and that's where they became friends. But he didn't go to the same high school as Hashim, and we didn't see him for a good few years. So it didn't really make sense because I didn't know they were that close of friends to be going to Leicester, just them two. So I was a little bit confused.
Yeah, I can only imagine how disorienting that must have been, especially with such a sudden loss. It sounds like a really complex grief, especially since you weren't aware of how close they were at that time. I'm really sorry you're going through this.
It's not me, it's the television program.
It doesn't matter.
Don't you know the difference?
I wouldn't want to hurt him.
Oh my god.